This is Life for You, the first TV magazine in Second Life, with Kira Singh and Christoph Brun.
Hello, citizens, and welcome to Life for You.
What a great show we have for you this week.
And this is the breaking news. Oh my God! Gambling banned from SL.
Linden Labs decided to forbid gambling. After the FBI investigated the casinos, it has now become official SL law. Using casinos or offering slotting machines will get you instantly banned from Second Life forever. The very virtual casinos that made SL popular and that make up nearly 50% of SL are now prohibited in the virtual world. Life for You will keep watching this story and inform our viewers as soon as new information emerges. We are the definitive guide to what's hot and happening in Second Life.
Let's take a look at the other top stories this week.
The first financial scandal in SL. That's right, avatars. Over $3 million Linden dollars were stolen by a former employee from the ATM machines at the World Stock Exchange. Summer sun and a lovely boat trip. Alone on the ocean with only your boat, the waves, and the wind in your hair. For an avatar, this is not just a dream. The best animations for avatars. In SL, it's possible for anyone to do anything. We have a report about one of the most established animators in SL, a guy who makes it even more fun to live our lives in Second Life.
Hey, Christoph, how many Lindens do you have on your Life for You expense account? Wait, don't tell me, because I've got a real scoop for you today. A new startup recently listed on the SL Stock Exchange, and it's definitely going to hit the big time soon.
Are you kidding me, Kira? I'm not going to invest in a game.
Oh, come on, Christoph. We both know SL is not a game. There's real commerce going on out there. Look at the numbers. There's over 225,000 US dollars on the Lindex and over 1.5 million exchanging hands every day. And there's even over 1.5 million invested in in-world stock exchanges.
I'm sure that's all true, my dear friend, but before we get to that, we just have to report on the first financial scandal in SL. Over $3 million Linden dollars were stolen by a former employee from the ATM machines at the World Stock Exchange. Our reporter Marmaduke Myrtle fills in for the vacationing Draxter Dupre and looks at the fascinating world of SL finance.
Is investing in stocks inside Second Life just gambling with play money, or an investment in the technology of the future? A packed crowd, including the elite of in-world finance, gathered at last Friday's Geek Meet on Dr. Dobbs Island to try to figure it out. In real life, moderator of the panel, Buyers Sellers, is Professor Robert Bloomfield, who studies real-world markets at Cornell University.
It's probably more useful to think of them as toy markets. Games somehow sound unreal. Toys are real. You can make a toy train. It can carry small amounts of goods from one side of your room to the other. But if things go wrong, you don't worry about lots of people dying.
Nick Wilson, editor of Metaverse.com, hosted the meeting. He says he is no expert on markets, but he is sure that the institutions that control the Linden dollars,
they see it as a game. I think they see it as almost being play money.
And among avatar investors,
there's a mix of beliefs. People that are in it seriously and people that see it as gambling.
Wilson says without regulation and therefore accountability, the whole spiel might be in serious trouble.
Real money, a lot of real money in some cases, going through the books, or not through the books at all for some of these companies.
Trader John Sousa is the volunteer chair of the Second Life Exchange Commission, which hopes to introduce real-life standards to in-world markets. For the new investor,
the most important advice is research. Know the people who you are dealing with as best as you can. Look into the company. Do they have a track record? Is this someone who is brand new?
The exchanges raise real money, but are the companies real?
The SLEC is developing currently an entire educational program, not just for the investor, by the way, but also for companies. A lot of these people are quite genius coders and developers, don't really have the business background.
Every financial expert in SL I talked to agreed, let the buyer beware, just like in real life.
spread a relatively limited amount of Lindens across many different companies, to own a small part of many different companies and reducing your risk factor.
And use in-world investment as a learning experience. Start small. Maybe you could win big. Again, buyers, sellers.
Along with the notion that these markets are essentially toy markets, they're also excellent educational devices. If you are trying to understand a little bit more about markets, whether you do or do not have regulations in place, I think that there's a lot that investors can get out of it.
Winning big. I'm digging into my piggy bank as we speak. So, let's find out which of my favorites are listed. Watch out, Rupert Murdoch. Someday I will be the media mogul of Second Life. This is Marmaduke Mattel for Life for You News.
It's the root of all evil, of strife and upheaval, but I'm certain, honey.
Thanks, Marmaduke, but don't break that piggy bank yet. At this very moment, the SL World Stock Exchange is in trouble.
You can be sure that we'll be bringing you updates on this developing story as details become available. But for now, here's the news in brief.
Presented by SL Info, the community in Second Life.
Van Gogh. The Van Gogh Museum's virtual Starry Night is the latest attraction at Luchthansa Sim. Each one of the old and colorful buildings here was inspired by a specific work from the Dutch master. Of course, they've also got sunflower-themed Van Gogh t-shirts for your avatar. The exhibition, which is on display in hyper-modern rooms, provides tons of useful information and allows you to immerse yourself in Van Gogh's work with the help of 3D simulations. If you're lucky, you might even get to meet the master himself. Hey, the guy bears a striking resemblance to Kill Bill, doesn't he? Flower Ball. Last Saturday, Princeton University opened a new must-see SL feature, the Flower Ball. Just teleport into the tube and get yourself ready for the ride. Buckle up and use the fly mode to soar away through the colorful ball made up of RL flower photos in all kinds of different rotating layers. It's as if you're flying through blossoms. What a spectacular and amazing feeling. Yankee Stadium. Major League Baseball's New York Yankees have found a home at Yankee Sim. Visitors can enjoy faithful renditions of the Yankee changing rooms, buy fan merchandise, and marvel at all the honors the team has collected over the years. Make your way through the catacombs all the way to the stadium itself, where the Yankees and the Red Sox are waiting for their fans. iWoot. The British e-commerce specialists I Want One of That invite avatars to enjoy some fun shopping on iWoot. First off, get yourself a shopping cart that follows you automatically wherever you go. The motto of the store is, stuff you don't need, but you really, really want. A Duck Vader, a nose cup, Sudoku loo rolls. Pay with Linden dollars and iWoot will deliver the items to your real-life home. And let's face it, we all could use a panic button and even a bullshit button every once in a while.